It's about that time of the month again, lads. A new game set in the Borderlands franchise has launched, and people are going to be wondering who the best class to play as is, and who will be getting the Axton treatment. Well, fear not, fellas, because your insanely wicked Uncle Crypto is here to drop another canonical ranking of all classes from worst to best. Now, I know the game only came out a little over 2 weeks ago, so the majority of people have only messed around with one multi-class or have done one playthrough, meaning they will defend the class they chose. But most, if not all classes, need some improvements here and there and aren't perfect, so please, spare me. Don't act like I'm your childhood bully's Clash of Clans base. Thanks. Obviously, in Wonderlands, you create your own custom characters, so we can't really give out points for the most swag or the coolest dialogue like we did with Zane the last time we did this, so we'll just be focusing on the power of each class, starting with number 6. Clawbringer. I mean, bro, is there much to say here? Listen, to put it in the nicest way possible, the Clawbringer's tree is... yeah, I think we're all in agreement here. Even Clawbringer mains seem to agree with this, which is kinda weird to see. First of all, there's barely any synergies, and the skills don't interact together all that well either. Like, if this was Borderlands 3 where we had 3 skill trees, then okay, well, 4 skill trees, then okay, it makes sense, right? But in Wonderlands, we have 1 skill tree for each class, and the Clawbringer's 1 tree focuses on gun damage, melee damage, elemental damage, and the Wyvern's damage, and there's just not enough space for interactions between skills. As for the Wyvern, yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's alright, but making a whole build around it, no, it's just not gonna happen, boss man. And I mean, yo, listen, part of this rant here comes from disappointment because I was so excited to play as the Clawbringer because, you know, he looks like he has 4 hammer, no way, bro. And then finding out it does less damage than sexual allegations to an American footballer's career. Now that was easy. Number 6 was an obvious choice, but from here on out it was kinda difficult to rank each class, I can't lie. But number 5 goes to the brr-zerker, mainly because of the poor performance of Feral Surge at endgame, but excluding that, the class is really great. The whole enrage mechanic is really fun, and the capstone allowing everyone to pretty much have unlimited action skill cooldown or just an unlimited action skill duration is awesome. Oh, and also, who just doesn't like cryo, man? I will say though, a small minority of their skills need a buff, specifically blast chill. I feel like the Nova should at least have a small chance to instantly freeze enemies, considering it is right next to the capstone, but hey, I mean, it's not a massive issue. Also, I think it would be kinda nice if Dreadwind could maybe activate the effect of your melee weapon, considering it does melee damage, but hey, the action skill works right now, so again, it's not a massive issue. Coming in at number 4 is, oh boy, this is gonna be a controversial one, isn't it? Graveborn? I can explain, don't dislike yet, give me a second, boss man. Whilst Graveborn is good at what it does, pet builds, even though you're mainly gonna rely on Tedio Hydras, healing and dark magic damage, it isn't really too versatile. Like, the class is strong, don't get me wrong, that rhymed, but it really locks you to a certain playstyle, having you rely on dark magic damage. But Crypto, you dickhead, what about brr-zerker? Those guys only do cryo, and you didn't say anything, you gave them a round of applause. Yeah, well, there's actually many uses of cryo. You can use it for regular damage and melee damage. I also feel like the class's action skills are very mid. You have Dire Sacrifice, which is fun once you fully build around it, but the action skill cooldown rate is too long even if you do, making it impossible to do consistent damage. And Reaper of Bones is cool, but goes back to the point I made about being forced to use dark magic. Again, man, controversial, but canon opinion? Canon opinion. Eeny, meeny, miny. Yeah, you think this guy has a chance of competing with those two? Bozo. But funny enough, this guy is actually my favourite class in the game. Gun damage? I got you, boo-boo. Status effect? Understood, understood. Melee damage? Okay. Deception being reused for the 800th time? No pro, yeah, I marked him down a bit for that one. There isn't too much to say about the Stabomancer, it's just a great class all around. Like for pretty much everyone else in the game, he has one poor action skill, this time it's Ghostblade. It's pretty sad. I believe he's got the most diverse skill tree in the game, and mostly has no issues, although it would be much better if Executioner's Blade got proc by melee hits, considering it's a capstone to a primarily melee focused tree, cause let's be real, no one likes shooting with a melee build, and the class fleet of 30% increased crit chance is just the mwah icing on the cake, placing the Stabomancer in 3rd place. There is no number 2. For the first time in top videos within the crypto cinematic universe, we have a draw. Let me explain why. Currently, the spell shot is bugged, he's good as hell, he's the Salvador of this game. If we were including the bugs and the class in its current state, this spell shot would obviously be number 1. But knowing life, all the broken shit along with the Buffmeister glitch will be patched soon and the spell shot will be nowhere near as strong. If we're talking about the Spore Warden though, this class would undoubtedly get number 1 if all the spell shot stuff gets patched. So right now, technically the spell shot is number 1, but I'm gonna count it as a draw. We're doing the best class ranking, not the best mechanics that don't function properly ranking, so yeah. Let's go over spell shot first. Convert any spell damage to gun damage. Okay, good, good. Instant ammo regen. Cool. Spell weaving. Nutty. High thread count. Okay, well now I'm strong. I can also gun-zerk spells and turn most enemies into skeep. As for the Spore Warden, lots of critical hits. And pet damage. And ability damage. And ricochets, and a recently buffed action skill which can one-shot most bosses in the game with ease. Yeah, good class, very viable, lots of variety, and most importantly, your mushroom got ass, girl. And gas. But anyway, that's my character ranking for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm hoping I got the majority of agreements here, and I hope I can steer many new players into the right direction. For those of you who are experienced with each class, what do you think? Post your rankings down below, I'm excited to see what everyone thinks. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay classy. Peace.
You